Strings have a lot to do with your tone. The NYXLs for me have always tonally been great.
I really need that friction to feel my slides. I depend on that friction even for accuracy.
Speaking of writing, I want to make sure this on record is a true story. Snowblood, super insane song. You wrote that in one day, like front to back, in terms of like guitar playing?
I wrote it at Bongo East.
Really? You're in town?
Well, I didn't write it there. I was writing it. Yeah, I lived like a block from there when I lived in Nashville. So I was like, working on it at home. And then I took my little shitty, I have this like 2015, okay, so I lied. I do have a laptop. It's this 2015 Toshiba laptop that I use. It's 2 gigabytes. I paid like $300 for it. Jeez. And I just use it for Tabit, which is a tabbing software that hasn't been updated since 2008. Literally.
It's bad.
So
I like that.
That's what I use to tab out songs. So I just like took that little computer to Bongo, and I was just like tabbing and stuff, like not like writing the song on Tabit, but just like basically recording the song on Tabit to remember everything and rearranging stuff that way. And it was a one-day song.
So credit to Bongo. Hopefully they got mentioned in that liner notes.
No one's getting mentioned. I just
anything on the self-titled like that? Like just a monsoon of creativity in a day? Anything like that?
That was the only one that was quite like, oh, you mean on Cure, the newest record?
Yeah, sorry, Cure, sorry.
Yeah. No, I don't think so. A lot of those took a bit of time. I mean, however, like Cure was a song that was just built around one riff. And that came together pretty quickly. But I would say the song Past Life Persona, that was one of the songs that sort of wrote itself. Okay. Like there's like that, you can't hear this.
Yeah.
But like the main riff, that one was just like tucked away in the back of a session for a song that was going to be on the record that we ended up not using. So it was like, sometimes when I'm like writing in Logic, I'll have 2 mini riffs, and I'll just like take those, copy and paste them like way in the back of the session. And I was just scanning around. Sometimes I'll dig through the junk and see if there's anything that sticks out that I forgot about. And I played this one riff, and it was the main riff of Past Life Persona. And me and Dan Bronstein, our producer, just kind of perked up and like looked at each other, and we were like, that feels pretty good.
Yeah.
So him and I just wrote that song together, and I literally wrote that chorus in my sleep. Like, as in, I was in my bunk on tour, falling asleep, and then I started like, I hummed this little thing. I was like, grab my phone, just like hummed a voice memo of it, and then we ended up using that as the chorus for the song. Didn't change anything about it, and actually the key, whatever key I was singing in the voice memo, is the key that it stated. Like, so sometimes shit like that happens where you're like, oh my god, music's truly magic, huh?
Well, I was gonna ask, because like when it comes to riding the lightning of creativity, are you kind of guy that's like, all right, I'm gonna get up in the morning and write in my book at 8 a.m., or is you just like walking down the street and it just hits you, or you're in the bunk and you're humming a melody?
Yeah, it kind of hits me because I'm like so lazy. Like I'm not super disciplined lately with like waking up and being like, oh, it's that time of day where I pick up the guitar and try to write. Like I've done that in the past, and honestly I should probably get back to that. But yeah, like typically I'm writing because I feel like it, because it feels fun.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't usually feel like work, but
yeah, you don't want to force it.
Right. So the closest I would come to doing that, to it feeling like work, is picking up the guitar, trying to write something for like 30 minutes to an hour. Because if something's gonna hit, it'll probably hit within that window, and if it doesn't, I feel less guilt and fucking off. Playing video games or whatever it is that I do.
Do you ever find inspiration, speaking of that, in video game, in terms of like the soundtracks of a video game, or like hearing something? Because I've heard sometimes people get inspired by video game music.
No, because I'm such a casual video gamer.
Gotcha.
I just like to bebop around in like some single player games sometimes, like Elden Ring. Just go kill some stuff and ride a horse for like a couple hours, and I'm good. I'm like, yeah, that was really nice. Like, now I can get back to real life.